qualitative research? Like, what the F is that? Is that even a word? Like, seriously, what the F?
In this presentation, we're going to explain what qualitative research is. Why is it important to use qualitative research when it is so specific? Wouldn't it be more sufficient to just go with quantitative? What exactly is qualitative research?
Furthermore, we will present, show original research material, and talk about the qualitative field research that Maria conducted in Haydom, Tanzania in 2012. We will finish up with a short summary before we initiate a discussion on the topic.
What exactly is qualitative research? Is the word an indication of a research being of great quality? Well, there's so many different definitions of qualitative research, and it is difficult to give just one. Therefore, we have found a few different definitions that we will share with you. Some authors highlight the method's purpose and focus.
Qualitative researchers are interested in understanding the meaning people have constructed, that is, how people make sense of their world and the experiences they have in the world.
Others emphasize a more epistemological stance, the understanding of the word.
Qualitative research is research using methods such as participant observation or case studies, which result in a narrative, descriptive account of a setting or practice. Sociologists using these methods typically reject positivism and adopt a form of interpretive sociology.
Still, other definitions focus on the process and context of data collection.
Qualitative research is a situated activity that locates the observer in the world. It consists of a set of interpretive material practices that makes the world visible. These practices transform the world. They turn the world into a series of representations, including field notes, interviews, conversations, photographs, recordings, and memos to the self. At this level, qualitative research involves an interpretive, naturalistic approach to the world. This means that qualitative researchers study things in their natural settings, attempting to make sense of or to interpret phenomena in the terms of the meanings people bring to them.
It might not come as a surprise that we like the easiest and shortest definition best.
Qualitative research involves any research that uses data that do not indicate ordinal values. Quantitative research begins with predetermined, instrument-based questions designed to test a priori hypothesis. In contrast, qualitative methods typically involve naturalistic or holistic collections of data through observation or from the perspective of the participant. Qualitative research differs a lot from quantitative research. Quantitative research is research analyzing a large number of individuals or units of individuals, like entire countries, people, or workplaces. The goal with quantitative analysis is to test a hypothesis, finding out if an accusation about reality really matched the data on the matter. Qualitative and quantitative research are supplementing methods and cannot replace each other. Basically, qualitative measures the quality of an individual, and quantitative measures the relationship of the qualities between a large number of said individuals. Maria had actually already conducted a qualitative field research in Africa a few years back in 2012. This was in collaboration with CRISC, Christian Sport Contact. CRISC is a non-governmental organization in East Africa, established through the cooperation between CRIC Norway, Strømme Foundation and Youth in East Africa. CRISC is working in partnership with churches and institutions and is establishing local groups for youth. CRISC is facilitating seminars in leadership, different kind of sports, HIV/AIDS, general health information, evangelism through sport and fundraising in the local groups, and at the national level at national sport camps. Maria was part of a team from Norway that traveled to Tanzania to do developmental work. She held what's called Kick AIDS Out seminars. She also went on several outreach
Så gleder mammaen sin.
Here, she studied and observed the culture through a strict program with cultural understanding and self-development being the main goal. She spent 4 weeks in Haidum, located at the top of a remote mountain where the only interaction she got was with 4 local tribes. Her job was to conduct interviews with the locals and to form a picture of how the society had changed after Crick's arrival 2 years prior.
Inatusaidia tuwe wakakamavu, tunanyoosha viungo na tunakuwa jasiri.
Inatujenga mwili, inatupa maarifa, inatusaidia hata saa nyingine, kwa mfano kuwa na mawazo, kupunguza mawazo.
Risk means a lot to me. First, it's like increase my knowledge. I know a lot of things in Krisk. Also, I met a lot of good people in Krisk. Then, I think Krisk is my everything. That's it.
I came back 1.5 years later on my own initiative to contribute and do more research. I discovered that in only this relatively short period of time, the society had changed a lot. Krisk showed to have had a much bigger impact than I expected in several aspects. The alcoholism had decreased drastically due to the establishment of sports activities, and the girls had gained a better position in the society. All my spare time at Haidum went to nurture the infants at the CPU ward. They were all orphans as their mothers have died in labor. I participated in local activities. was important to me not only to observe, but also interact and getting to know these people. As an observer, you gain access to places you wouldn't get otherwise. I saw how poverty and starvation ruined lives, and I saw it close up, not through some statistics or facts on a piece of paper. You can't measure empathy and connection on a scale. And this makes qualitative research unique and irreplaceable.
By doing qualitative research, you also get to thoroughly ask, observe, live with, and help the people you study. To answer their research questions, field researchers collect data primarily through systematic observations and interactions. In fact, observation using sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell are crucial to this type of research. Field researchers sometimes observe at predetermined times. They actively seek out interactions with particular people. Alternatively, the interactions and observations of the field researcher might be more flexible. Frequently, researchers simply try to be around the setting as often as possible. They might not have a standardized checklist of behaviors to observe. Rather, the events in the setting determine both the nature of the interactions and what is observed. In addition to interactions and observations, field researchers sometimes use other methods to gain insight into a setting. Unstructured, semi-structured, and structured interviews are common techniques for supplementing observations. As we've seen today, it's nearly impossible to come up with only one good definition for what qualitative research is. However, we have looked at this type of research and hopefully gained a better understanding of the term. We've looked at some of the pros and cons on qualitative research and quantitative research and compared them. The type of research Maria used was qualitative ethnographic field research. It's a study of human interaction and communities through direct participation and observation within the community you wish to study. Ethnographic research comes from the discipline of social and cultural anthropology, but is now becoming more widely used.